Hi everybody, my name is Paula and I'd like to welcome you back to my Real Polish Fanatic little corner of YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me. I do appreciate you being here. Today's video, we are going to take a look at a mystery advent box, bag, whatever you'd like to call it, from Rogue Lacquer. A few weeks ago, she had a mystery advent based on the movie Elf, so that should be fun. Very excited to get into this. I have not even opened it up yet. I don't know if she will have any more. I do know it said it was sold out after, a little while after I purchased it. So I don't know if it is really sold out or if she just took it down for a little while, if she'll have more when she opens up for her Black Friday sale. I don't know, or if she'll have overpours, I'm not sure, but this will be a spoiler video. I am going to show off these, and it was listed as mysteries. So if you want to see spoilers for the Elf Advent from Rogue Lacquer, you are in the right place. I think it's 5 or 6 nail polishes and then a matte top coat. I think that is what makes up this little Advent bag. So let's just go ahead. We're going to turn the camera around. We are going to jump into this little bag from Rogue Lacquer. All right, I will start with what's on my nails. I'm not going to put these on my nails because my nails are done for a change. And this is a beautiful polish from Garden Path Lacquer called Possession, Damnation, Rock and Roll. This was from last month's Hella Handmade Creations. So pretty. I am loving this polish. That is what's on my nails. I think I did 3 coats with a glossy top coat. And on my thumbs, look at that. Look at those flakes. Love. I put on a coat of this brand new polish from What Addiction. I have a video up of her fall collection. I just did it last week, I think. It is up for sale right now. This is a flaky topper called Forest Canopy. Shifting flakes, almost every color. There's gold, there's pink, there's green, there's blue. I think maybe like purples, I don't know, so many colors in here. It is so beautiful. So I put a coat of that over that Garden Path Lacquer on my 2 thumbs, and then I put a matte top coat on. Look at how beautiful that flaky, I can see putting this flaky topper over everything. This is so gorgeous. Look at all those colors. Love. This is available now at whataddiction.com. And I do believe she's having a Black Friday sale too. I think maybe 20% off, but she had a whole 8-piece collection that she just launched. So if you want to check that out. But today we are here talking about Rogue Lacquer and their little 6 or 7-piece advent based on the movie Elf. So let's go ahead. We are going to break into this little bag here and see what we have. Again, these are going to be spoilers for this mystery advent. So turn away now if you do not want to see spoilers, if you ordered this and you don't want to see what is coming up. This is a Christmas holiday advent. So if you want to be surprised, now is the time to say goodbye. Let's get these in order. It's 7 days, it looks like. All right. We're going to swatch these over a swatch wheel. We're going to swatch them over black. And take a look at them. So let's start here with day 1. They come in the tissue, and then they also come burritoed in bubble wrap. So here is day 1. Look at this beautiful. I won't have any official descriptions or anything. This looks sort of like a mulberry kind of purple with like a blue to green shifting shimmer. That looks gorgeous. Day 1 is called Singing Loud for All to Hear, Elf Advent 25. That looks beautiful. Also has some, maybe just a couple of flakes or some little something in there. I think maybe you can kind of see them right down here. Like just a very few little flakes in there. Gorgeous. Day 2 So for day 2, we have a beautiful gold. It looks like it also has maybe some hollow glitters. Maybe some silver hollow. You can see some of them there on the side. That looks gorgeous. Day 2 is called Spaghetti and Syrup. Beautiful gold. Looks almost kind of like an antique gold. We are up to day 3. I wonder if she wrote these, all these, or if that's printed. Can't tell. Very cute though. So day 3 is the matte top coat called Mirage. I was really excited when she said that a matte top coat was coming in, because if you follow my videos, you know I use a lot of matte top coat. Almost every video I will matte up the swatch wheels. So I was excited for this. Usually she puts in a cuticle oil or something, so I was excited. I have not tried her matte top coat before. Mirage. We will put that on the swatch wheel today. Day number 4. So for day 4, gorgeous blue. This is almost like a Wedgwood kind of blue, and it looks like it has silver reflective glitter in it. Not an overpowering amount, but just enough to give us some twinkles. That looks gorgeous. Day 4 is called Snowball Blitz. Let's see if any of these are magnetic. Is this oh, this one, I think this one is magnetic. I think this one might be magnetic. That deepens up that background to a beautiful bright blue. And then it looks like the magnet line is maybe silver. And then you can see all that reflective a little bit better. Very, very fun. Love. And day number 5. Day number 5 is a gorgeous green flaky. Looks like gold to green flakes in there. So pretty. Love. Day number 5, Son of a Nutcracker. That looks gorgeous. Perfect for holiday time. And day number 6. Oh, this looks beautiful too. Beautiful multi-chrome. Kind of pinky purple to green to blue maybe. Gorgeous. Day 6, cotton-headed ninny-muggins. There's her logo. This looks gorgeous. Let's make sure none of the rest of these were magnetic. Nope, so far just the blue one. And then the last day of our mini elf advent, day number 7. And day number 7 is a beautiful acrylic with little bitty glitter. I see gold and red and green. Perfect for the holidays. Looks like the gold is going to be shiny and the red and green might be a little bit more matte. And it looks like it's in kind of a light gray base. We'll see how it swatches up though. So day 7, you're the only one that makes me feel like Christmas. Love that. Beautiful. All right, got a swatch wheel, got a black swatch wheel. So let's jump on in here. So day 1 was this beautiful kind of plummy purple with looks like green to blue shifting shimmer, singing loud for all to hear. Let's put that one here on our swatch wheel. Oh, this is gorgeous. That shimmer is so strong. Beautiful, kind of purpley base. So pretty. We'll build this up, put on a matte top coat, glossy top coat, all that good stuff. That looks gorgeous. Let's see what that looks like over black. Oh, so pretty. It's a little shiftier in person. I'll turn the lights down at the end so we can see these shifty ones in all their glory. That is gorgeous over black. We'll take a closer look at that. And day 2 was this beautiful gold. Looks like it maybe has silver flakes or glitter in there. Spaghetti and syrup. And we'll put that one here on the swatch wheel. This is a very, I was thinking it was going to be kind of antique gold, but it's actually quite a bright gold. Formulas are excellent as always with Rogue. And there it is, just in one coat. That does look very color accurate. Beautiful, beautiful gold. Day 3 was the matte top coat, so we will go on to day 4. This was the magnetic Snowball Blitz. Just a beautiful blue that deepens up when you put that magnet on it. So pretty. Get that on the swatch wheel. I'm gonna do the swatch wheel unmagnetized, and then I have some swatch sticks here where we will do the magnetizing. Do it a few different ways. So here we go in a first coat. Beautiful, kind of like a robin's egg blue maybe. Very pretty. Look how nice and smooth all these are going on too. So pretty. So there it is, one coat unmagnetized. And then I'm gonna just quickly put this on 3 swatch sticks. And we'll do a cat eye, we'll do the velvet effect, and we'll do the glass bead effect. I'm gonna just put one coat down first and not magnetize it. I'm kind of liking doing magnetics that way, kind of get one coat down as sort of a base. And these are clear sticks, so sometimes it takes a little bit longer to build up. So we will do that. I forgot to put that gold over the black, so let's go back to that one. It was spaghetti and syrup. Day number 2. Here's that one over black. And then this one, Snowball Blitz. Let's see, I can probably magnetize this. So pretty how it deepens up that background blue color. And then it looks like the magnet line, it looks almost white. I'll have to see it when I can bring it closer to my face and see if it's white or if it's silver. Kind of looks white. I've never seen a magnet line be white, so I'm thinking it's probably silver. Gorgeous. And then we'll put a coat here and not magnetize it. Over the black. Loving those little twinkles of the reflective glitter. Very pretty. Day number 5 was this beautiful flaky bomb. Rogue Lacquer does flakies so well. In my opinion, it's kind of what she's known for. Oh, look at that big one up there. Gorgeous. Son of a Nutcracker. Let's get that one here on the swatch wheel in a first coat. Beautiful, kind of Christmas green with all those green and gold flakes. So here's that in one coat. Beautiful. It's gonna deepen up that back of that base color. In the bottle, it's a nice, pretty darker green, so I assume that that will deepen up nicely in our next coats. And let's put a coat over the black. That's just gonna leave all those beautiful flakes behind. Gorgeous. So good. And the last day of this Advent, this beautiful multi-chrome, so shifty. Oh, this is not the last day, this is day 6. Cotton-headed ninny-muggins. And we will get that one here on the swatch wheel. Beautiful. So far it's looking a little bit smoky, which I'm loving. Kind of a smoky, I assume that might build up a little differently. I'm loving the smokiness of this one in this first coat. So gorgeous. Oh my gosh, this is so pretty. Like I said, at the end, after we get everything glossed up and matted up, I will turn the lights down so I can show you all these beautiful shifts. This is gorgeous. Loving the dustiness of this. And the last day of this mini Advent, this gorgeous Crelly called You're the Only One That Makes Me Feel Like Christmas. Love that. I was thinking I was gonna have enough black nails if I did 2 with the magnetic, but I'm gonna be 1 short. But let's put that multi-chrome over the black. So pretty, so shifty, love. All right, back to You're the Only One That Makes Me Feel Like Christmas. And let's get that here on the swatch wheel. So I can't tell if this base color is gray or kind of taupey. Can't quite tell yet, but either way, so pretty. Sorry, I keep getting ruby hairs here. So it's got some kind of larger red glitter, it looks like. Some kind of larger red ones, and then smaller green and smaller red also. And then the gold. Gorgeous. That was day 7. So let's go in. We will, oh, let me see what I can do here on the black. I don't think this one will look all that great over black anyway. I'll just put that here. Crellys often don't look all that great over black. So there's that. We'll take a closer look at this one at the end. All right, back to day 1. Singing loud for all to hear. Here that is, all in 1 coat. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Put on a second coat that's adding in more shimmer, deepening up that pretty purple base color. So here's that one now in 1 coat and 2 coats. Love, love, love. So pretty. Day 2, this pretty gold spaghetti and syrup. There it is, all in 1 coat. Put on our second. Again, that's deepening that up nicely. Here's that now, 1 coat and 2. So pretty. It's definitely gold. It's kind of a yellowish gold. It's a very pretty color. Day 3 was the matte top coat. So day 4 we have that magnetic Snowball Blitz. Here's that one, all in one coat. Let's put on our second. We'll leave this one unmagnetized. Gorgeous. Loving this shade of blue. I don't know, like Wedgwood blue, or like robin's egg blue. That looks very color accurate, I think. Gorgeous. One coat in 2. Very nice. And then, let's see. Let's put on a second coat here with the cat eye magnet, if I can. Hold this. So here's that in 2 coats quickly with the cat eye. We'll do a third too since this is clear. And then we're going to take our horseshoe magnet and put on a second coat here. So I have to hold this for about a minute, but let's go ahead, let that work, and do a second coat on this one. And I'm gonna do this one with the glass bead. So I'm gonna do both of these for a minute and I'll be right back. All right, so here it is in the velvet. So this is kind of it's not a super strong magnetic look, but we start here, we get that darker blue, and then as we turn, we get that kind of wash of, it's sort of like milky silver, I think. It's kind of hard to tell. And then it has those silver reflective glitter. And then here it is in the glass bead. Let's see if we can see this. May have to do that third coat before we see this too well. All right, we will see a third coat on those and see if it comes out a little stronger. All right, back to day 5, that beautiful green flaky balm, Son of a Nutcracker. There it is, all in one coat. Let's put on our second. That is deepening up that green base color, giving us even more flakes. So pretty. This is gonna be awesome with a matte top coat. So there's that one now, one coat and 2. So pretty. Day 6 is this beautiful multi-chrome. Love, love, love. There it is, all in one coat. Put on our second. That is deepening that one up also. It's still staying kind of dusty looking. Loving that. Not sure I've ever seen a multi-chrome be kind of dusty like that before. One coat and 2. So shifty. Pinks, greens, purple, blue. Gorgeous. And the last one in this little advent. You're the only one that makes me feel like Christmas. There it is, all in one coat. Put on a second. I'm still not sure if this is gray or if it's kind of a taupey color. I'm not sure. It could go either way. There it is, one coat and two. Beautiful. All right, let's come back to day one. Singing loud for all to hear. Here we have that in one coat. These are two coats. I'm gonna put on a third coat first here. Then you can kind of see it glossy-ish. Here it is, one coat, two coats, three coats. It does add in, seems like a little bit more shimmer. I don't know if you would need three coats on your nail. And I'm gonna do a third coat here. We'll gloss one of those and we'll matte one of them. Take closer looks. That is beautiful. Again, so shifty with that shimmer. It's kind of a pink, it's kind of a purple, and then you get that green blue shimmer coming through. Love. Here's day two, spaghetti and syrup. One coat and two. So let's first put on our third coat here. That doesn't seem to change it all that much. Here it is, one coat, two coats, three coats. Doesn't seem too much different there between the second and third. Put on a third coat there. Day three was the matte top coat. Back to day four, that magnetic Snowball blitz. Here's that one in one coat and two. Put on a third coat here first. That way you can kind of see it in one coat, two coats, three coats. I think that does deepen that up a little bit more, that third coat. And then I'm gonna put a third coat here also. All right, let's go back to our magnetics. So here we had the cat eye. So let's go ahead, put on a third coat here. So here's that one with the cat eye. Let's see if I can set this. And then we have the horseshoe. Put on a third coat there. While that works, I'm gonna put a third coat on this one. And I am off camera, but I'm putting it under my glass bead and we're gonna spin for a minute. All right. So here's that one in the horseshoe magnet. So we start there with that darker blue. And as we turn, we get that wash of, I swear it almost looks white. I don't know, it's gotta be silver, but so pretty. And then back to that bright blue. There it is, three coats with the 30-pound horseshoe and the velvet effect. Then here it is, three coats with the glass bead. I like the glass bead. I feel like it gives a little bit more movement on the nail. Let's see if we can see the difference here. So up here is the glass bead, the one down below is the velvet. So I feel like with the glass bead, you just get a little bit more of that base color showing through. So I'm seeing a little bit more of that bright blue, which I love. With the velvet, you really have to be at an extreme angle to see that. And then you see all the magnetic particles straight on. But here you're getting a lot at the glass bead, you get a lot of the darker. Love that. Very pretty both ways though. And then here it is, three coats with the cat eye. I feel like I can see it a little bit better in person than maybe it's showing up on the camera. I think that's pretty color accurate. I think. There it is with the cat eye. I am just gonna do one more coat on this one. I have this new magnet that I love, so I'm gonna just do one more coat here. And then use this magnet and see. This is a little candy cane magnet that I got from, I believe I got it from HHC last month. It makes like 2 or 3 lines. It's just this little candy cane here. I think maybe it was Nothing Basic, I can't remember. It is a, not a really strong magnetic, but very pretty. I don't know if you can see those lines. I think, like I said, I think I'm seeing them a little better in person than the camera's picking up, but anyway, very, very fun magnetic. And we'll look at it unmagnetized. I think it's just as pretty unmagnetized. All right, back to the swatch wheel and day 5, that pretty green flaky bomb. There it is in 1 coat and 2 coats. I'll put on a 3rd coat here first. Kind of see the progression if there is one between 1 coat, 2 coats, and 3 coats. Just gives us even more flakes. And I think it does deepen and brighten up that background color even a little bit more. And I'm going to put on my 3rd coat here for the glossy. Love, like I said, Rachel from Rogue Lacquer does flaky bombs so, so well. This is no exception. And then day 6 was that pretty multi-chrome cotton-headed ninny-muggins. Here's that one in 1 coat, and these are both 2 coats. Let's put on a 3rd coat here. I don't think that is really changing it at all. There it is, 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats. So pretty. And I'll put on a 3rd coat here. Love, love, love. I think this one might be my top pick. It's like, I just love that kind of dustiness to it. I don't even know how to explain it, but it's so pretty. Gorgeous. And then day 7, that pretty Crelly, You're the Only One That Makes Me Feel Like Christmas. Here's that in 1 coat and 2. Let's put on a 3rd coat here first. Here we have it, 1 coat, 2 coats, 3 coats. And I'll put on a 3rd coat here too. Very, very pretty. It's looking a little bit more gray as we build that up, but it could be taupey, it could be gray, it could be a grayed taupe. I'm not exactly sure what color that base color is. Up here it looks more taupey, down here it looks a little more gray. I'm thinking taupe. All right, I'm gonna go through, I'm gonna put matte top coats and glossy top coats on these. Then we'll come back, take final looks at everything, show them over the black, all that good stuff. Be right back. All right, let's take some final looks at these beautiful polishes from this Elf Mystery Advent from Rogue Lacquer. Starting with day 1, Singing Loud for All to Hear. Here that one is in 1 coat, 3 coats with a glossy top coat, 3 coats with the Rogue Lacquer matte top coat. My first time using that. Seems to work very, very well. Love this purpley pink and then that green blue shimmer. So, so pretty. For the glossy top coats today, I used this one from Apocalypse Polish End of the World top coat and the Rogue Lacquer matte top coat. Gorgeous. That one over black is just as pretty. It's very shifty. I will turn the lights down and we'll take one final look at these couple of shifty ones in lower light too at the very, very end. But there it is, 1 coat over black. Here we have it, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black with that same glossy top coat from Apocalypse. This one is Singing Loud for All to Hear in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Love, love, love. Like I said, I don't know if the Advents will be available or if overpours, I don't know, but I do know Rachel's opening up for her Black Friday sale, maybe on Monday or Tuesday, I think. So you can check that out at roguelacquer.com. And then day 2 was this beautiful gold spaghetti and syrup. Here we have that in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Very, very pretty. This one has got like some silver glitter, I think, and I'm loving that against that gold base color. Get it with the matte top coat. So fun, love it. Oh, I can show you these, what they would look like on me. Here's that first one. Singing Loud for All to Hear. Here's that one on me, 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And then this one, Spaghetti and Syrup. There it is, 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Very pretty. And that one over black is right here in 1 coat with a glossy top coat. Not too different. A little bit more blackened maybe, but not too different. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And this one was Spaghetti and Syrup. 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Very nice. Day 3 was the matte top coat, and that is the matte top coat that I used on my swatch wheel today. Mirage Matte Top Coat from Rogue. That was day 3. Day 4 was this pretty blue with the silver reflective and the magnetic. Here's that one in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte, all unmagnetized. This is just as beautiful, unmagnetized. You get just little hints of that reflective. Very, very pretty. And that one over black is right here, 1 coat with the cat eye, 1 coat unmagnetized, both with glossy top coats. So here is, well, I'll just show it to you this way. There it is, 3 coats unmagnetized and 1 coat over black unmagnetized. And then next to it there is the cat eye. So you can see that just brightens up that blue. And I did not top coat the other swatch sticks, but this was it with that. The end result was that candy cane magnet with the 3 lines. It's hard to see. Here it is in the velvet. And here it is in the glass bead. And day 5 was that pretty green flaky bomb, love. Here's that one in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. What did I say? Look at that with that matte top coat. So good. So good. Love it glossy too. But that matte top coat. Flakies with matte top coats, it will always have my heart. So pretty, nice and smooth on that first coat. Oh, love, love, love. Here was that blue one. Snowball, oh, I don't even think I gave you a bottle shot. Let me give you a bottle shot of that blue one. Snowball Blitz, 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte, all unmagnetized. And here's what that one would look like. Snowball Blitz, 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And then this green flaky son of a nutcracker, 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Yes, please. So good. Give you a bottle shot first. Son of a Nutcracker. 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. It's from the Elf Advent 2025. And that one over black. Very nice also. Just leaves all those flakes behind. 1 coat with a glossy top coat. There it is, 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And day number 6 was this beautiful multi-chrome. Here is that one in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. I'm even kind of loving that with the matte top coat. Look at that. This is so shifty. It has got this super bright pink that I don't think the camera is picking up, but like I said, I will turn the lights down lower. We'll take another look at this. That is beautiful. So, so pretty. This one was called Cotton-Headed Ninny-Muggins. There it is in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. I don't know what these little white specks are on there. May have had something get into the matte top coat. It looks like little bits of glitter or something. Maybe it came from one of the other polishes, but gorgeous. This one is Cotton-Headed Ninny-Muggins in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. That one over black, beautiful right here. Very, very shifty. Love, love, love. But very similar. 3 coats on its own, 1 coat over black. And then the last one was that pretty Crelly. You're the only one that makes me feel like Christmas. Here we have it, 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Kind of loving that with the matte top coat too. So this one has got red and green and gold glitter. I will say under these lights, I'm not seeing a lot of the gold glitter, but I am seeing a lot of the green and red. And there it is, matte. Very, very fun. I think this is a taupe, kind of a taupey base. That looks very color accurate right there. Very pretty. That one on me, this would be it in 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. And this one is called You're the Only One That Makes Me Feel Like Christmas. 1 coat, 3 coats glossy, 3 coats matte. Very, very nice. And that one over black, just as I imagined, did not do all that much. You can see the gold glitter a little bit better there over the black, but anyway, let me turn the lights down. Let's take one last look at these multi-chrome ones. Let's see if we can see these shifts better. So here was the multi-chrome day 6, Cotton-Headed Ninny-Muggins. Here's that. Let's see if we're seeing these shifts any better. I don't know if it's coming out any better under these low lights. It is so shifty. I'm getting this really, really bright purpley pink up at this angle. I feel like it's not showing it off to the best. So pretty. And then this first day 1 also was quite shifty. That one was called Singing Loud for All to Hear. So pretty. Here's the rest of them. That pretty gold, that gorgeous blue, that green flaky balm. Look at that. So, so good. There's that multi-chrome. Love, love, love that one. I think that would be my top pick. I think these two, the green flaky and that beautiful multi-chrome, might be my top picks. And then that pretty Crelly. Although this one's very high up there too. But I think all these colors are so, so pretty. Love, love, love. And then here's that first one. This is day 1 over black and lower light. There you can kind of see like that pink. And then here are the rest of them. It's that flaky. And then here is the multi-chrome. I don't know why it's not wanting, I don't think it's wanting to show you all these beautiful shifts I'm seeing. So pretty. All right, that was the Elf Advent for 2025, Holiday Advent from Rogue Lacquer. Let's go ahead. We are going to turn the camera around and finish this up. All right, so that was the 7-piece Rogue Lacquer Holiday Mystery Advent inspired by the movie Elf. Love, love, love. I wish that multi-chrome would show itself better for you. It's so gorgeous. Here they all are. Love. What did you think of this Advent from Rogue Lacquer? So, so gorgeous. I forgot to tell you when I was showing you what is on my nails, that Garden Path Lacquer. I've had this on for 6 days. I put it on last Monday night, and I know I did it Monday night because Tuesday morning I had to go to jury duty. That was my very first time ever getting summoned for jury duty though, so I guess I can't complain. But yeah, that wasn't too much fun. But I didn't think I should show up to jury duty with like 8 different colors on my nails, which is what I had on from my What Addiction fall video that I'd done. But this was after 6 days. So, so good. Garden Path Lacquer. It was called Possession, Damnation, Rock and Roll. Gorgeous. But I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which of these beautiful polishes was your favorite? My 2 favorites were the green flaky and the multi-chrome, with a very high mention of day number 1 here. That purple with the green to blue shimmer, gorgeous. But I think that is all I have to show you and tell you today. It's Thanksgiving week. Have you all decided what you're gonna wear on your nails for Thanksgiving? I have not decided yet. I was hoping maybe something in here would inspire me to want to wear. I don't know if any of them are calling Thanksgiving to me. I have sitting up here on my desk this pretty chameleon nails. This one also was from Little Box of Horrors in September, called Desert Bandits. It's a thermal. I'm leaning towards maybe this one for Thanksgiving Day. Otherwise, it will be a Lacquer Glitter Bomb. I don't know which one yet, but I'm gonna wear one of those, either a really sparkly glitter bomb from Lacquer or that pretty thermal from Chameleon Nails. Not sure yet, but I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What are you gonna wear for Thanksgiving if you celebrate? And if you don't celebrate, what are you gonna wear on Thursday? But anyway, love to hear from you in the comments. I want to thank you so much for stopping in and spending some of your day with me, checking out this beautiful Advent from Rogue Lacquer. Like I said, she is opening up this week. I don't know if it's Monday or Tuesday for her Black Friday sale. I should have looked that up, but I did not. But she has lots of good stuff going on for that. You can find her at roguelacquer.com. I will link that in the description box down below. She's got a Facebook group. I'm not sure what it's called off the top of my head, but I will link that in the description box also. And she's also on Instagram under Rogue Lacquer. I will link all of those things down below. I know she went live on Sunday talking about what she's going to be having for Black Friday. I think she's going to have some doorbusters and some, I think she has a mystery crackle. That's kind of what I'm interested in. I'm going to get that, I think. But I know she went live on Instagram. So if you look up her account, Rogue Lacquer, on Instagram, you can watch a replay of her live video showing what she's going to have for her Black Friday sale. But I think that's all I have. So Once again, I want to thank you so much for stopping in, spending some of your day with me. I do hope you enjoyed this video, but it's time to say goodbye for now.